Today we're back working on the Acura TL. Today's project is going to be replacing the factory amplifier. I picked up this really nice piece off of Mobile Max Car Audio, and I'll put a link in the description below if you're looking for one too. It's a direct plug and play, and they have a special kit with a special harness that adapts to the factory system where you can just plug it in and it goes. It's the MB Court model NA2-500.5, which is a 5-channel amp. It'll run all the speakers in the factory system except for the center channel, but it'll run the doors, the tweeters, the subwoofer, and the deck speakers, and all that good stuff as well. And I'm not really knowing that much about stereo equipment, but they say that it's all set up and ready to rock and roll. They've tuned them. They know how these systems work, and you put in the description of whether or not you have aftermarket speakers or factory speakers and stereo and all that good stuff, and they will set up the amplifier to work at its optimal condition. So this is how my amplifier was set up from them as they shipped it to me. You can see they did move it to 5-channel, and then all these other things that you speaker guys and stereo guys will know about. So everything should be set up and good to go. The other thing I'll show you here too is it included a bass control knob, which I wasn't expecting it to be in the kit. I did know it came with the harness, but I thought the bass control knob would be separate. I'm not actually going to install this because I'm not really interested in messing with the bass, since it's just a factory subwoofer anyway. If I had an aftermarket subwoofer in the trunk or something like that, I might hook it up, but it's very easy to get to. So if I ever decide to do something aftermarket with a stereo or anything like that, and I want a bass control knob, I might go back in and put that in, but I'm going to leave that out for today. And the only tool I think I'm going to need is a 10mm socket. You can see this used to be a deep well socket. You need a deep well socket. This one I've ended up cutting off a little bit of it because on another car project I had to improvise and make it a little bit shorter to fit in a tight spot, and a regular socket wouldn't work. And then I got an extension and a small ratchet. So we'll see if that's all I need, and we'll jump into the car and see what we can do. Okay, I'm going to try to make this as easy as possible. I don't believe I need to take this cover out. I'm going to try to get to it without doing that, but I might find out really quickly that I can't. So let's see if I can do it. I'm going to start by just pulling off this panel. It looks like it comes out pretty easy. See if I can get it all the way. Probably would have been easier to just pull off that bottom panel under here, but I did get the panel out, and now we have access to the amplifier. There should be 3 bolts to get loose. Alright, if you can see right here, I'm going to point to it with my extension. First bolt is on the bottom right here. The second bolt is about 2 inches behind it, just a little bit farther here. Once you get those 2 off, there's a third bolt that is back here. It's just a nut that fits over a welded in stud to the car, and you just need to back that out about 1 or 2 turns to slide it off. So let's see if I can start with these and get this thing going. Okay, I got a universal swivel. Let's see if that does the trick. So we give it about 2 full turns around and it should slide off of here. Should is the operative word. There it goes. Just kind of push up on it a little bit and it should slide out. Okay. Next step, let's start releasing some of these cords. Okay, hopefully you can see this. You push down on this tab, it should slide out. Should slide out. Alright, I'm trying something new here. This little clip right here was in here against in the body. So I just put my screwdriver in here and pried that out first so I could get a better grip on this, and maybe it'll come out now. there it goes. So I normally don't like to pull on wires, but I had to put a little bit of grip on the back of the wires as I pulled it out, just because this is in there pretty good. Hopefully now I should be able to get this down, hopefully. What is it caught on? What are we caught on? Well, I can start by unhooking this. Alright, there's two tabs. The tab here, you push in and you can slide it up here. And there's one up here too. Should be able to push that in and pry this off. Actually, you pry it out like that. Okay, I've pried that out of the wiring harness. Get you guys back here so you can see, hopefully. Okay, so these two spots right here were held on by these little clips. You have to pry them away. To get the lock to unhook as you pull them away from the body of the amplifier. So now that the only thing left to do on the amplifier side here is to remove it from the harness. And these look a lot easier, a little more self-explanatory. One little push down pin on the gray one. Push down pin. Okay, on the black one and white one, there's one push down pin in the middle here. That comes out really easy. And there you have it. Now the amplifier's out. Set that aside. Get the new one. Okay, these two bigger plugs. The gray one should look familiar. It will plug into the gray side. So we'll start by plugging in the wiring harness. And it only goes one way, like that. The black one goes into the black one, just like that. This piece will go back into the body harness once we're all done. Now I'm going to grab the amplifier and hook up 3 of these to the amplifier. Alright, hopefully that's good enough view. And we'll just pair these up here. So this 3-prong plug goes into this 3-prong plug. Just like that. This little 2-prong plug goes into this 2-prong plug. And if you look really carefully, you can see that there's a different shaped hole for each one, and there's a locking clip on the side, so hook those up. Then this black one goes into this one. It's got eight pins. Is that right? No. Where does this one go? Ah, the black one goes into the amplifier. It's the input. So that's, what is that, speaker wires? Yeah, these are speaker wires. It goes into here. Like that. Nice and firm. And then what are these two for? This one, the 8-pin connector, goes into here. It only goes one way as well. And have the locking tabs. And again, if you were going to use the bass control knob, you would go to this one here and then run it under your dash and stick it over there. So the last piece to hook up is going to be into the body harness here. It's the same plug we already unhooked, which I guess I didn't ultimately need to unhook it, but I did to make it easier to get to. So we'll do that. Alright. Now, let's try to put it all back in here. And actually, before we put it all back in there, start the car and turn the volume down. Oh boy, okay.
Call Carter Eisinger at 214-696-2020. That's 214-696-2020 or at cartereisinger.com. Call now.
Could you
Wow.
pass the potatoes?
Uncle Bob,
Amazing.
why are you singing?
With all the rewards we are getting, with the Navy Federal Credit Union's cash rewards card, I hired us.
Yeah, let's see if I can find. I'm
I'm
not gonna put any music on.
It's summer.
Since we get up to
But
1.75%.
that's at 11.
on holiday purchases, then
At 11, I can barely talk over it.
Please stop.
Before, I had to turn it all the way up to 40 just to even hear a horrible, horrible sound. So it works. We know it works. Time to button it up. I don't think there's a right or wrong way to do this, but the idea is just get it out of the way. So I'm going to do my best at that. I'm going to leave this cord for the bass control knob kind of tucked towards the front here in case I need to access it again if I want to ever use it. Put that up there. These wires back here. Should be plenty of room. What I might do is grab a couple zip ties, tie it up, make it clean. But as far as cleaning this up goes, it'll be a piece of cake. I'm going to zip tie this up. I'm not going to show that on camera. I'll come back after I get the cover on it. But I'm going to zip tie it up and get it all out of the way and enjoy my new car stereo. So that's it for today's video, guys. If you like what you saw, again, please like and subscribe. Click the notification icon, all that good stuff, so that way you can see new content coming to you as soon as I get it uploaded. There's going to be lots more to come on this car. I'm going to do the hood struts. The hood struts gave out, and I'm tired of it falling on my head when I work under the hood, so that's coming. I've also got some new projects coming up for the Cadillac. I need to replace the carbon fiber trim on the doors. It's the Murillo red. That stuff's unfortunately very expensive, so I got some knockoff stuff from China that I'll show you guys in the future. I'm going to be wrapping the roof after I clean up all the bird poop and all that nasty stuff. Going to be putting in some HID LED headlights to replace the halogen bulbs that are in there. And I'm sure I'm missing a few other things, but lots of projects to come. If there's anything you guys want to see on the channel that I don't have on my list so far, please put a comment in the comment section and let me know, and I'll do my best to get those videos uploaded for you as well. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.